Hello everyone, this is part 22 of What If Naruto was trained by Anko, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Enjoy. Naruto wake up feeling great and well rested. He looked around and saw the familiar bedroom in Anko's apartment. He got out of bed and went to look for Anko, who he knew was home since he had woken up from the sounds of someone showering. He entered the kitchen and saw his girlfriend standing there wearing nothing but a towel exposing a serious amount of skin. Though he was used to it by now, she still had an effect on him and she knew it all too well. She loved to tease him and try to embarrass him whenever she got the chance, and secretly he liked it as well. Good morning, Anko-chan, Naruto said, slowly hugging her from behind her, making her spin around so she could face him. Good morning to you too, Naruto-kun, she said before kissing him. Finally awake, huh? It took you a while, I thought you would be up much sooner than that. How long have I been out? He asked, surprised. You've slept for 2 whole days. But I guess you deserved some rest, so I let you sleep. She said, grinning. But don't think for 1 minute that you're out of the doghouse, mister. I'll find a way to punish you for that stunt you pulled. 2 days. I slept for 2 days. Wow, what happened while I was asleep? Naruto asked. And I'm sorry for fighting Orochimaru, but if I didn't help Jichin he would have been killed, and that was something that I couldn't allow to happen. I know, just because I'm a little mad doesn't mean I don't understand the reason why you fought. And I'm very proud of you, you were amazing, Naruto. Lots of people have been talking about you and the rest of the genin, but more on that later. Anko said while sitting down to eat her breakfast. For now you need to take a shower and eat because the Sandaime asked to see you as soon as you were awake. Naruto nodded and quickly went to take a shower, which he enjoyed very much, before getting dressed and eating breakfast. Anko too had gotten dressed and was ready to leave, and a good 20 minutes later they were walking to the Hokage Tower. Naruto watched around looking at the damage Konoha had suffered from the attack. His village had taken some heavy blows, but he was sure that they could and would repair everything with time. When they passed a large crowd, Naruto was surprised that some of the people smiled at him or even waved at him, and he looked at Anko for an explanation. A lot of people have heard how you helped saving the Hokage and how you fought to protect the village. She answered softly. The people of Konoha love the Sandaime, he's always kind and caring. They want to thank you for saving their leader, Naruto-kun. Naruto nodded, a little red from the praise and the stares he was getting, but unlike before, these were stares of kindness and some form of respect for him. He couldn't be more happier. Maybe he had succeeded a little in his dream that the people of Konoha would see him as Naruto and not as the Kyuubi child. He thought about it for the rest of the trip to the tower and vowed to keep doing his best to prove his was anything but a demon. When they arrived at the tower, they went straight for the Hokage's office, and to his surprise all the rest of the genin were gathered there as well. Before he got a chance to ask, however, they were told to go inside. When they entered the office, they saw that beside the Hokage all of the Junin senseis, Iruka-sensei, Inoshika-cho senior team and Hyuga Hiashi were gathered there. Welcome, I'm glad to see all of you in good health. Please take a seat, everyone. The Sandaime said while happily puffing on his pipe. When everyone had found a seat, he continued. First of all, let me say how proud I am to know each and every one of you. You have proven yourself to be excellent shinobi of the leaf, and you have defended your home village splendidly, and for that you have my thanks. Now, let us get to the real reason we called you here today. Hyuga Neji, Inuzuka Kiba, Aberrane Shino and Tenten, please step forward. The Hokage asked, to which the genin got up and took a step forward, a little confused. Hyuga Neji, during your fight in the finals you have shown an mastery of the Hyuga techniques like few did before you. When the attack hit us, you were willing to put your personal differences aside for the good of Konoha, and for that I thank you. You and the genin beside you fought alongside with the Anbu to protect this very tower and its secrets, and while I can't award you the rank of Chunin, let it be known that the Anbu were very impressed with the 4 of you. Sandaime said. They have told me that if any of you would ever like to join the Anbu, they would be waiting. Inuzuka Kiba and Aberrane Shino, I'm sure the 2 of you were as disappointed as I was when your match was interfered and cancelled by the attack. I would have loved to see the fight between the two of you. Like Neji, I can't award you with the rank of Chunin, but once again the Anbu were impressed and they will keep an eye for the two of you. He said, smiling at Kiba's shocked face. Tenten, while you didn't fight during the finals, you fought marvelously during the invasion, and according to the Anbu, you're well on your way to become Konoha's next weapons mistress. They were very impressed at the way you fought. You too will be granted an invitation to join the Anbu when they think you're strong enough. The Sandaime said with pride. Tenten was a bright red color by the time the Hokage was finished and could hardly believe the praise she had gotten. The four genin were told to sit down, which they quickly did. Yamanaka Ino, Nara Shikamaru and Akamaiki Chuji, please step forward. The Hokage said, calling for the next group of genin. The three of you protected Konoha Hospital from destruction and hereby saved dozens of lives. I thank you for the bottom of my heart. You have impressed many people with your actions and your fathers, and I have decided that the three of you are ready to learn the more advanced clan techniques of your respective family. He said, making the genin look towards their dads, earning a nod from them. Nara Shikamaru, during your fights in the Chunin exams you have demonstrated to possess an excellent mind capable of strategic thinking. You have shown us that you understand what the best actions are in any given situation. A shinobi is not someone who only fights. A shinobi knows when it is time to fight and when not. You forfeited your match even when you won the battle for the right reasons. Sometimes it's better to fight another day. For your understanding of this and for your incredible demonstration, I hereby award you the rank of Chunin. Congratulations, Sandaime said, handing a Chunin jacket to Shikamaru, who accepted it with pride. The rest of genin clapped, glad that their friend had been recognized for his hard work. Uchiha Sasuke, please step forward. Sandaime said, making Sasuke step up with a smirk on his face. You have fought well during the invasion, helping defeat the enemy that attacked the stadium, and for that I thank you. Unfortunately, I cannot make you a Chunin for several reasons. The first is that you should have been disqualified for the finals for coming late. Sasuke's smirk disappeared soon after that, and secondly, you disobeyed a direct order from a superior shinobi. Sasuke, do not presume your name will grant you everything. Had this been a normal mission, you would have been punished for insubordination, but the Chunin in question asked for a verbal warning only. Consider yourself lucky. Sandaime finished sternly. Haruno Sakura, Hyuga Hinata and Uzumaki Naruto, please step forward. He continued. The three of you saved not only Iruka here but also all of our future shinobi. Had the three of you not been there, I would have to inform a lot of parents that their son or daughter had been ked for being an academy student. Thank you for not making me do that. There is nothing worse than informing someone that their child has been ked. He solemnly said. Haruno Sakura, it is said that admitting a mistake is harder than making one, and I find this being true. You admitted being wrong in your ways of becoming a kunoichi, and you have redeemed yourself with the help of your friends. I am very proud of you, and so is your Junin sensei, and we expect you to continue to work hard. You have become a true kunoichi of the leaf, and I'm sure you'll become very strong. He said, looking at Sakura, who had tears in her eyes from happiness. Hyuga Hinata, of all the people here, you are the one who impressed me the most. Your fight with Neji was nothing short of amazing. For someone as young as yourself to start creating a powerful taijutsu style capable of fighting the Yukon on equal level is absolutely amazing. I hope you keep on working very hard now that you have shown us just how strong you truly are. I know your father would like to say a few words, so please listen to him. Sandaime said, looking at Hiashi, who nodded. Hinata turned to her dad and prepared for the worst. Hinata, for many years I saw your kindness and gentleness as a weakness unfit for an heir of the Hyuga family. I made you suffer for several years, and I cannot even begin to imagine how much you must resent me for it. I can only say how sorry I am, and that I will try to be a better father for you. You have proven yourself to be strong, and I have never been so glad that I was wrong about something. Your mother would be so proud of you, Hinata. I know I am. Hiashi said while looking at his daughter. Hinata was shocked when she heard her father's words. Not only did he apologize, but he even told her he was proud of her. This was something she had wanted to hear for years, and she couldn't help but a few tears of happiness ran down her cheeks before she went over to give her estranged father a small hug, showing that she forgave him. She then returned to her place alongside Sakura and Naruto. Uzumaki Naruto, what can I say that hasn't already been said today? During the Chunin exams you've shown me that you have surpassed my wildest expectations. You defeated Gaara, who was nothing more than a king machine, but you didn't only defeat him, you changed him as well. You showed him that a life of king people isn't the only way, you saved him from himself, and that is something that not many people can achieve. During your fight you used a technique thought lost when the Yondaime Hokage SD while protecting this village, a technique beyond most of the Konoha shinobi, a technique that not even I can perform. The Hokage said, earning a gasp from most of the genin. They had been told about that technique, but they didn't know it was so special and hard to perform. You helped taking control of the situation after receiving your orders from your sensei and showed that you were capable of leading a team. Therefore it's my pleasure to reward you with the rank of Chunin. Congratulations, you've earned it. Sandaime said, beaming with pride when he handed the jacket to his adoptive grandson. Thank you, Hokage-sama, Naruto said while accepting it. He was enormously happy, he had done it. He had become a Chunin, he was a step closer to realizing his dream of become Hokage, and he couldn't be prouder of himself. The rest of the genin, except one brooding Sasuke, congratulated Naruto and told him that he deserved it. As a final word, I would like to say that each and every one of you have made me and your Junin sensei very proud. You have made Konoha proud and have shown to us that each and every one of you possess the will of fire. Continue to work hard to protect the village and those you love. All of you are dismissed except Naruto and Anko. He finished before dropping in his chair. He still needed some more rest, but he couldn't afford to do nothing. The village needed him right now. Sit, Naruto, the official part is over, you can relax now. Sandaime said, joking. He knew how much Naruto hated formalities no matter what. Naruto grinned and sat down with Anko next to him. First of all, let me congratulate you again on making Chunin. You earned it. Thanks, Jichin. That means a lot to me. Naruto said, smiling. Naruto, I owe you my life. If you hadn't broken into the barrier to fight alongside with me, I wouldn't have survived, of that I'm sure. Sandaime said. Stop it, Jichin, I'm just repaying you for everything you did for me. Besides, it's only normal that I would help you. You're the leader of the village I love and you're one my precious people. Naruto said, making it sound like he did the most obvious thing in the world. Fine. Anyway, the reason why I still needed to talk to you is the following. Now that you made Chunin, you can use your dad's name if you want. If you choose to use it, then I will announce it to the village tonight. He continued. Of course I want to use dad's name, but what is happening tonight? Naruto asked. Tonight is the funeral of the people who SD during the attack, and I will have to speak to the crowd. Morale is at an all-time low now, Naruto. Though we suffered much less damage than we expected, we still lost 13 shinobi. Therefore I personally think that the village could use some good news for once. Sandaime said while looking out the window. Naruto nodded. He understood the importance of keeping the villages occupied and somewhat happy, otherwise problems would start appearing, and that was something they couldn't deal with right now. I'm old, Naruto, too old to be Hokage. Orochimaru was right in one thing. Things need to change, and therefore I will be retiring from the post of Hokage as soon as possible. Sandaime said, shocking both Naruto and Anko, who started protesting. Calm down, both of you. I have a successor in mind who will do an excellent job. Ah, so you finally saw reason. Fine, give me the hat, old man. I'll take care of the village for you. Naruto said jokingly, making both Anko and Sandaime laugh. Thank you, Naruto, I needed that. I'm sorry, but while I'm sure that one day you will be Hokage, for now you'll have to wait. He said, making Naruto pout in his seat. But I have a request. I want you to join Jiraiya in finding my successor. She's my former student and she'll do fine as a Godime Hokage. You mean Tsunade-sama is your chosen successor? Anko asked, surprised. Really? You want her to become Hokage? It thought you told me she hated the village after losing her brother and lover in the war. Naruto said. While it is true Tsunade left the village, she doesn't hate it. It's just too painful for her to remain here where everything reminds her of those she lost. Jiraiya is looking for clues to where she might be and he'll be back by next week. Sandaime explained. But why do you want me to go with him? I mean, I don't even know the woman, how can I help then? Naruto asked, confused about his part. Naruto, you convinced a Jinchuriki who had been king for years to give up that way of living. If anyone has a chance at convincing Tsunade in becoming Hokage, it's you. Sandaime laughed. Naruto just looked at Sandaime but nodded. In fact, he was anxious to meet Tsunade. She was one of the strongest shinobi the Leaf had ever had, and maybe she could teach him some stuff beside medical jutsu. So I'll leave next week. Fine by me, just send Ero-Sennin to come and get me. Naruto said. After Sandaime told him to be ready for the revelation of his name later tonight, he dismissed them, saying that his friends were waiting for him outside. Both of them nodded and left to find the rest of the genin, Junin senseis and their fathers. They didn't have to search long, as they were waiting for them just in front of the tower, and they quickly made their way over to them. Hey everybody, what going on? Naruto asked. Naruto, Anko, now that the two of you are here, we can get to business. We're going to celebrate, of course. I mean, you and Shikamaru have made Chunin, and the rest of the genin have received the Hokage's personal thanks. Kurenai started. This calls for a drink. On the way they encountered Lee, who was still injured badly, and Guy, and they too were invited to join them. At this, everybody, except Sasuke, who left saying that he had better things to do, cheered and followed Kurenai. They went to a small restaurant. Chuji was complaining he was hungry, and ordered lots of drinks and food. They were talking amongst each other and were having a great time, talking about how proud they were of themselves and what they had planned for future training. So Naruto, can I ask you a question? Kakashi asked, looking up from his orange book. Sure thing, Kakashi-sensei, but I can't promise I'll be able to answer it. Naruto said from across the table. What exactly happened after you penetrated that barrier? I mean, there are plenty of rumors going around, but what really happened? He asked, interested. The others were now listening as well, seeing they too wanted to know. Well, and for the next 20 minutes Naruto told them how he fought alongside Sandaime to defeat Orochimaru, though he didn't explain why his raw chakra had such an effect on Orochimaru's arms. Everybody was listening so intently that most of them forget about the food and drinks, well, except Chuji and his dad. This was nothing like the rumors they heard. Some parts were the same, but in the end the truth was even more shocking than the rumors. Holy s! Kiba exclaimed, earning a slap on the head from Kurenai for his language. Everybody laughed, but they all thought the same thing as Kiba. Yosh! Naruto-kun, flames of youth are burning wildly. Did you hear, Lee? When you're healed we'll have to work hard. Guy yelled out, making everyone but Lee wince at the volume. Yes, Guy-sensei, and if I can't become as strong as Naruto, then I will run a 1000 laps around Konoha with extra weights, Lee added loudly. And if you can't do that, then I will climb the Hokage monument with only one hand, and Guy would have continued, but Asuma held his hand over Guy's mouth, saying they understood. But seriously, Naruto, how did you get that strong? Tenten asked. She had been very impressed with his sword, and when she had heard that he forged it himself, her respect for the blonde Chunin went through the roof. Naruto thought for a second before he looked at Anko and smiled. He put his arms around her, grabbing her into a hug, and kissed her on the cheek before turning back to Tenten. Everyone was looking at the two of them. Tenten, I'm strong because I had the best teacher someone could ever have. She taught me everything I know, and without her I wouldn't be half the shinobi I am today. Anko-chan here trained me for 6 months, and during that time I realized what being a shinobi is all about. After that I joined Team 8 and Kurenai-sensei, and they are without a doubt the best team I could ever have joined. We trained and lived together, helping each other, getting stronger and better shinobi. Finally there's Sandaime Jichin. He taught me that a shinobi can get truly strong when he fights to protect the ones he loves, and that became my motivation. Naruto said while still holding Anko in his arms. I think I understand, but still, Naruto, you were the last in the academy, and now only a year later you're the strongest of us all. Ino said softly. She didn't want to hurt Naruto's feelings by calling him last again. Ino, there's a reason why I was the last, and someday you tell all about it, but for now it needs to be a secret. I hope you understand, Naruto said. Ino nodded, not wanting to lose the fragile friendship she had started with Naruto during the month before the finals. I have a question, if you don't mind, Asuma said, and Naruto just nodded to show he didn't mind at all. What's between you and Anko? I love her. She's my teacher, my best friend, and hopefully one day the mother of my children, though that's still in the far future. Naruto answered with a smile. Anko, who heard the mother part, just turned to him and kissed him soundly on the lips, showing just how much she liked that idea. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.